Hey, how's it going? This is Brett McKay from theartofmanliness.com, and while we're back from the short hiatus, in that meantime, I became a dad. Augustus George McKay was born on October 26, 2010. Kate and I are just really happy to be parents. We're dog tired, but we love being parents, and I want to take the time to thank you all who sent the congratulations and the well wishes and welcoming Gus to the world. We were just really touched by the outpouring of kindness from you all. So thank you all very much. We really appreciate it. What else is going on? You'll notice that I'm growing a mustache. And right now it's kind of in the molester mustache phase. I'm growing it for Movember. It's an annual fundraiser to raise awareness for prostate cancer. So we have an Art of Manliness team going on the site who are a bunch of men, about 300, who are growing mustaches and raising money for prostate cancer awareness. And so far, the AOM team has raised over $11,000, which is amazing. We still have 3 weeks left. So if you haven't already, please donate to the cause. There's some information on the website that you can find out how you can donate to Movember. And if you want to join us in solidarity, you can start growing a mustache as well. We'd love to have that going on as well. So hopefully my mustache will be filling out in the next few weeks, because right now, not looking too good. So let's get to this week's question for Man to Man. This week's question comes from Mark Nelson, and Mark writes, Brett, you're going to think I'm crazy here, but I need some advice man to man. I'm a student working toward a degree in library science, and I've nearly reached the end of the college run. It'll be good to be done, I admit. The thing is, though, as the big day draws closer with its attendant cap and gown, I've come to the realization that, well, I don't actually want to be a librarian. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to be an information specialist. I don't quite know how I came this far without having this realization, but I did. I think denial had something to do with it. What do I want to do? I want to run my own small farm and run it as a traditional farm, something more like organic and sustainable farming. I also want to do some basic sustainable lumber work during the farming off-season. Am I utterly off my rocker? Well, Mark, you're not utterly off your rocker. I think it's great that you have a passion, this dream you want to pursue. And I know there's a lot of men out there who are in the same boat as you. They went to college, they spent 4 years studying a major, thinking that's what they want to do for a career. They graduate, start that career, to realize that's not what they want to spend the rest of their life doing. And so they go on to do other things. So don't feel bad about that. That's a pretty common experience for a lot of young people. So here's my suggestion for you. I don't know if you have any experience yet farming, if you've done any of that, or even lumbering. So I wouldn't drop everything and just buy your plot of land right off the bat and start farming, because you don't even know if you're going to like it. What I would recommend doing is taking a year or two and getting some experience with farming and lumbering to see if something you really want to spend the rest of your life doing, because farming, from what I understand, is a lifestyle. It's not something you just do 9 to 5 and take weekends off. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. So you have to be really committed to it. So here are my suggestions for you to get some experience. The first thing you can do is just look for farms in the area or in the country who are doing the type of farming that you want to do. I know there's a lot of small, sustainable farms. Give them a call, send them a letter saying, I'd like to do this someday too. Can I come work for you for during the harvest season, and go work for them? You're probably not going to get paid very much, but you're going to get that experience to see if it's something you really want to spend the rest of your life doing. The same with lumbering. Find some lumbering companies that are doing the type of lumbering that you want to do, that sustainable lumbering, and see if you can work for them for a season. Another option that I'd recommend doing to get that experience with sustainable farming is signing up for Peace Corps and AmeriCorps. These are volunteer organizations that are funded in part by the U.S. government. Peace Corps is for international service and AmeriCorps is for domestic. And I know for a fact that both organizations have programs that are geared towards sustainable farming. I know AmeriCorps here in the United States has programs with the U.S. Forest Service that do things with sustainable farming and conservation. What's great about these things is you can sign up, and it's like a 1 to 2 year commitment. If you do Peace Corps, maybe you might go off to Africa and teach people there how to do sustainable farming in Africa. You're going to learn about farming. You're going to get that experience, see if that's something you're really passionate about, while you're doing good at the same time. You're helping and making the world a better place. With another benefit of AmeriCorps and Peace Corps is that after you're done, you'll get scholarship. You'll be eligible for scholarship money that you can use to pay back your student debt. This is what my wife did when she graduated college. She did AmeriCorps for about 1.5 years, and she got a substantial amount of money that she was able to use to pay back her student loans, which was really great. So that's another benefit. And the other benefit too is that if you do AmeriCorps and Peace Corps and you do the farming thing and you decide this is not what you want to do and you want to go back to library sciences or some other thing, you're going to have this amazing thing on your resume. Employers are always really impressed when young people do Peace Corps or AmeriCorps. You're not going to have a gap in your resume if that you might have had if you done something else. So you're going to have something really impressive on your resume that it'll look good and help you in other job options. So those are my two recommendations. Either go work for a farm on your own or volunteer with Peace Corps or AmeriCorps. If it were me, I would lean towards the AmeriCorps Peace Corps because it's just a great opportunity. So that's my advice. So I'm going to turn the time over to you all, the readers and the viewers of The Art of Manliness. What do you guys think? What should Mark do? Is Mark off his rocker? What recommendations do you have for him? And I'd also love to hear if you have stories where you went to college and you spent 4 years studying something, and then you decided to shift gears and do another career when it was like in a completely different direction. Because I'd love to hear those stories. I know they'd be inspiring to Mark and maybe some other guys out there who are in the same boat. So that's it for this week's edition of Man to Man with the Art of Manliness. If you have a question you'd like answered on Man to Man, you can email me at brett@artofmanliness.com and I'll try to answer that. And until next time, this is Brett McKay from the Art of Manliness telling you to stay manly.